family. Y'all Bashim Yashab Brakatham, all my brothers. Y'all Shamalathab, Bashim Yashab, all my sisters. You know what time it is, you know what day it is. It's Friday. And Salaki for starting so late. Due to slavery and technical difficulties, we still know that the oppressor always is the devil that the Bible speaks of.
Right.
Right now, it's trying to prevent us and delay us from getting out the Most High's word and His work. All right. We thank you for tuning in. You know what time it is again. You know what day it is. It's the Lashawan Qadash class, the Hebrew class, or as we like to call it in Atlanta, Hebrews 101, where we focus on the fundamentals. All right. Make sure we got the basics, the principles of the Hebrew language. All right. Making sure you can recognize your letters, your characters. Why? So when you have to read for the feast, read for the Sabbath, read for the generals, or read for your own pleasure, you got it down pat. All right? Most High in Christ. All right, so let's get started. You know how we get down? Start off with our alphabet, all right? Our characters, 22 characters. All right, take it from the top. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha. All right? Excellent. All right, again, you know how we get down with the muscle memory. Make sure we get our pronunciations and we can identify our characters and our letters when it comes to the Hebrew text. All right, so next, let's do the Hebrew text in ancient Hebrew, okay? Take it from the top. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Tha. All right? Most High in Christ. And forgive us if we go a little fast. We do realize that we did start very late, so we just do want to make sure we can catch up. All right? All right. Lastly, we have our Hebrew alphabet, but this time in the Assyrian Hebrew, okay? And unfortunately, we do tend to focus on the Assyrian Hebrew. Why? Because unfortunately, it is the most predominant text available. All right? Take it from the top. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, and remember, in the Assyrian text, few letters will look the same. Ka and Ha will look very similar, but remember that Ha will have that extra space on the inside. Next, Ta, Ya, Ka. All right. Remember in the Assyrian text, in Assyrian Hebrew, also there are count of five letters that will change the shapes whenever they're at the end of the text. All right. Ka being one of them. Ka, then La. Ma in the Assyrian text goes from that bell to a box. Then we have Na. Remember, kind of looking like that staple. Then looking like Wa, but with the extended clip. And also Ka is going to have that extended clip. Then we have Sa, kind of looking like Ma, but remember it's going to have that extra bang top of his head. Then we have I, Pa, kind of going from an upside down G to what? Kind of like a almost a question mark, if you will. The next we have tazah. Tazah, quicker letter Y. Turn around and fly straight with the extended clip. Then we have qua, ra, sha, and fa. All right? Most High in Christ. All right. Get into our lesson real quick. So we just went over our alphabet. Now let's do a refresher. Going over the tribes. The tribes of Israel and tribes of Israel, how to say their names in Hebrew, and also their meanings. All right? Most High in Christ. So, let's write this up. With the tribes of Israel, okay? If I can see that. Starting with, oh man, it's raining outside. You couldn't tell it first. All right, for our first tribe, we have the tribe of Judah. Tribe of Judah. All right. I'm blessed to have Officer Napash Kaya, my right hand man tonight. And Officer Napash, tell the people, what is the name of Judah in Hebrew?
Yahanna.
Very good, very good. Yahanna. Yahanna. Very nice, very nice. Oh, here I am trying to be fancy. I might not be able to use that one. All right. And let's see. What does the tribe of Yahanna mean in the Hebrew?
He sung praises.
Very good, very good. The Most High's praise. The Most High praise. All right. Now let's write this out in the Hebrew for people if they're ever reading this in the text. All right. So we'll start with Assyrian Hebrew, because again that is the most predominant text. Okay. We have Yah, Ha. Remember in Hebrew, we always write from right and we read from right to left in the Hebrew. We have Yah, Wa, Da. All right. That's the text. Now, say like we're at a feast, or let's say we're at the Passover. You see brothers in their glorious garments. All right. And you see their tribe in Hebrew, but you more likely you see it in ancient Hebrew, our original language. All right. This is how it's going to look. In fact, I'll put it underneath here. So we have Yah, Ha, Wa, Da. All right, and also remember, in ancient Hebrew, we got what's called bumpers and bridges, okay? So you can tell, it makes it easier to pronounce and know where to tie certain syllables, okay? So we have Yah, Ha, Wa, Da. Right? Excellent. That's it. How does this look on the screen? Also in the punch, if you don't mind.
You 12 so far.
What's the wow? Okay, Messiah Christ, Messiah Christ. So of course, if you don't mind, make sure we don't have any questions. We don't want to miss anybody.
Tom.
All right, so everybody should have this. Tribe of Judah, or in Hebrew, Yahweh, which is the Most High praise. And we have Yahweh in Assyrian Hebrew, and then Yahweh in ancient Hebrew. All right. Next, we have number 2, we have Benjamin. Oh, so like, I had a question. Just in case, who would Judah be today in modern times? Who would Judah be?
So-called Negroes.
So-called Negroes. All right, American Negroes, if you would. Be a little more specific. All right, cool. So now we have the tribe of Benjamin. Tribe of Benjamin, which would be what in Hebrew? Anybody remember? Let's see. Got anybody on the conference call? Like everybody? Young man Desmond. Hey, long Christ, brother. I said, you familiar with the tribes? Do you know, you want to take a shot at who Benjamin might be? Very good, very good. That's the Jamaicans. Okay, in the building. All right. Go ahead and write that down. Benjamin. Jamaicans, or we'll say West Indians. We'll say West Indians. All right, because remember, you do have, who else? You got Trinidad, Grenada. I think Antigua might be a part of that, and Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, Barbados. All right, so let's go with West Indies. All right, Most High in Christ. So now Benjamin is the Jamaicans and everybody else in the West Indies. Okay, just as we said earlier. So now Benjamin in Hebrew is going to be, yeah, this is trash. Get rid of this one. They're both trash. So Benjamin in the Hebrew is going to be Bun Yum Yum. Bun Yum Yum. Right? Bun Yum Yum. Right? Let's see. And And Binyamin means, right here, son of my right. Son of my right. Okay, now let's write this out in the text. The Syrian Ban Yum Yum. Remember how we said those letters, certain letters will change when they're at the end of the text? Bun, Yum, Yun. Okay, now let's write this out in ancient Hebrew. Right underneath. Bun, Yum, Yun. Bun, Yum, Yun. Tribe of Benjamin is, Tribe of Benjamin are the brothers and sisters from the West Indies, the Caribbean, all right? Caribbean or the Caribbean. Go ahead. Hey, Yahanna, my brother, absolutely.
It would be remiss not to mention the man behind the whiteboard as one of the greatest Benjamites to exist, and that's Commander General Yahanna.
Absolutely. Let's give it up for that brother, man. Absolutely. Give it up for Commander General Yahanna, who did not drop this troop, who did not drop his sword. And also thank the water to also Yahweh Yadah for mentioning that. I would absolutely be remiss, and I do appreciate that, brother, the water. All right, so we have the tribe of Benjamin, or the tribe of Binyamin, from the West Indies, the Caribbean, which would mean son of my right. All right. That's it for 2, 1. All right. It's like a young man Desmond. Are you able to write these notes down? Am I going too fast? All right. No sweat. So now, our third tribe is going to be the tribe of Levi. Tribe of Levi, who are the officer of us?
So-called Haitians.
Very good, very good. The Haitians. The Haitians. You know, for a minute, almost forgot how to spell Haiti. I think I spelled it right. Because there's an extra H in there. All right, cool. No sweat. So now, tribe of Levi is, how do we pronounce the tribe of Levi in Hebrew? I was in the Pash.
Lawyer.
Very good, very good. Lawyer. Which is also interesting because the the tribe of Levi were the priests. They were the priests of the nation of Israel. They were the representatives. They were the ones who kept the law. Or it's like not the ones who kept the law. They were the ones who enforced. They were the ones who helped enforce the law. All right. Cool. So now we have Levi, which is the tribe of Lawyer, if you will, in Hebrew. Okay. So now, tribe of Levi means joined to me. Joined to me. Alright? So now let's write this out in Hebrew. Now you see we have law, yah, alright? Let's see in Hebrew first. There we go. Now you're going to see law yah, what we're going to pronounce is pronounced law yah. Now let's write this out in ancient Hebrew. Law yah. Sorry, I did that wrong. My apologies. There we go. Law yah. All right. So we have tribe number 3, the Levites. Levi or Lawyer, they're Haitians. Okay, and so like if I did not spell Haitians correctly, my apologies. All right. And Levi or Lawyer means join to me. Join to me. Okay. Go ahead.
Just drop that H in the middle of Haitian.
I thought so. Thank you. Excellent. All right. So again, we have the tribe of Levi, Lawyer, means join to me. And if you see, taking a look at it, it's going to be spelled La, Wa, Ya. But it's going to be pronounced La, Ya. La, Ya. Close to lawyer, if you will. All right? Now, while we're on this, again, you see La, Wa, Ya.
Oh,
La, Ya, yes.
the Yah means the.
Huh?
Do Yah mean the?
No.
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 Oh.
Not in this context, no. Yah does not mean the. All right? So now, just real quick, let's do a sidebar. Focus on this lawaya or lawya, okay? A lot of times, here's a trick for you. A lot of times, if you meet other people in the world who say that they are Hebrew, they are Israel, they'll want to greet you. And they're going to want to greet you saying this. They're going to want to greet you saying this. And for those who can't see the board, if you're only following on the phone, you might hear SHALAM. Shalom, okay? This is wrong, okay? Now, the reason that they can justify this is because when they actually read it in the text, it is spelled like so. When they see it, they see the sha, la, wa, and ma. And they're going to pronounce it sha, la, wa. Alright? But now remember what we just learned with the tribe of Levi, which is la ya. These same people will say they're from the tribe of la ya, not from the tribe of Lawaya. Okay? Because the wa is going to be connected. Alright? So now let's write this out to help in ancient Hebrew. Alright, with these same letters in ancient Hebrew, Shala, Wa, Ma. Remember, it's not Shalom, but let's go ahead and write this out, get rid of this atrocity. It is Shalom. Similar to Lawya, Shalom. Alright? So, because also, real quick, before we get to it, you will also see in the text this. You will see it. You will see Shalom spelled both and I have two different spellings, but the same pronunciation. They're all pronounced Shalom. Shalom. Okay? But here's the trick, which might seem confusing. Alright? Now I know technically you won't see that in ancient Hebrew that's written, but that is how it's pronounced. Shalom. Alright? Shalom. Now getting back, our fourth tribe. We have tribe of Simeon. That's the tribe of Simeon. Okay? And now, the tribe of Simeon. Who's the tribe of Simeon? Also the Posh?
It's gonna be Cuban.
Close.
No, it's like the so-called Dominican.
There we go. That's right. Simeon is Dominican Republic or Dominicanos. All right. And now, Simeon in Hebrew is pronounced
Shema.
very good, my man. Shemaiwan. Shemaiwan. Okay? Now let's write this out in the text real quick. Sha. Ma. I. Wa. And Na. Write this out in the ancient, right underneath it. Sha. Ma. I. Wa. Na. Sha. My. One. Alright? And Shemaiwan or Simeon means affliction heard. Affliction heard.
Salam, y'all.
Yes, go ahead.
What you bringing out right now, it makes me think about my day-to-day life, and understanding other cultures now. When I'm out and about, I find myself saying Hebrew words to people that don't have a clue what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
And when I sometimes I have to catch myself most times when I say these things because I know they don't understand what I'm saying. But it's like the Most High has, burned this knowledge inside of me to where it don't matter where I'm at, it's gonna come out of me regardless. This truth that's in us that we learn from Commander General Yahanna through the Most High in Christ, it gonna come out no matter where you are. You know what I'm saying? And I understand Chinese people. I understand the Arabs. I understand all these people that speak their languages. I understand it now. I have a grip on it because it's their culture. And learning this Hebrew, being a part of our culture, it makes me want to learn it more and more so that, when I'm out and about, I can just be there talking to myself and just, praying that the Most High go ahead and destroy this place while I'm sitting around the oppressor, you know what I'm saying? So,
Oh no, absolutely. Absolutely right, man. You tend to start saying words that people have no clue. Simply, it's just like I have new neighbors, and they're Mexican. They're Mexican, and when I asked him, I said, "Excuse me," I said, what's your nationality? And he said, "Oh, I'm from Mexico," and I got so excited. I said, "Yes, Yashikar." I said, "Oh yeah, you're from Mexico." Absolutely, man. Glad to have you here. You know? And that's what we have to do, man. We have to do that, man. We have to understand who we are, you know what I'm saying, where we come from, what this knowledge means to us as well, man. So you're absolutely right about that. The water for that. Right, so now next we have Zebulon. The tribe of Zebulon, or really, honestly, I didn't even want to say that in English. I wanted to say the true pronunciation for that. And what's the true pronunciation for Zebulon? Also in the posh.
Zabalawan.
Oh, absolutely. Zabalawan. That sounds a lot better than Zebulon. Zabalawan. Absolutely. And I was in the posh of who is the tribe of Zabalawan?
It's the Cubans.
Oh, we're close.
Close.
We're close. We're close.
I'm on Zabalawan. I didn't get this wrong.
No sweat. No sweat. Zabalawan is mostly associated with Panamanians.
Yeah.
Panamanians. Tasmanians. Or we'll just say Panama.
So to guacamole.
Huh?
And to Guatemala. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There we go. Panama down to Guatemala, okay? And the Balawan means dwell with me. Dwell with me. All right. So now here we go. So Balawan in the Hebrew. All right. Remember right to left. Za. Ba. La. Wa. Na. Zabalawan. All right. Now let's do it in ancient Hebrew. Spell it out. Za. Ba. La. Wa. Na. Za. Ba. La. Wan. Zabalawan. All right. All right, next. Next. Tribe. All right, now we're all Northern Kingdom. Okay, so now we just went over Judah, then Benjamin, then Levi, which are all Southern Kingdom. Now we're in the Northern Kingdom. So Northern Kingdom is going to be a lot of Hispanics and Native Indians, all right? So we did Simeon, Zabalawan, and that's Dominican Republic. And then we went to South America, Panama and Guatemala. So now our next one is number 6 is Ephraim. Ephraim. And no, it's not spelled necessarily how it sounds. Ephraim. Okay? So now, Ephraim is another Spanish speaking tribe of Israel. Who would Ephraim be? Here's a hint.
So-called Puerto Rico.
Oh, in the building, absolutely. Ephraim. Puerto Rico. All right. Very good, very good. Okay, so Ephraim is Puerto Rico. All right. So now, what is Ephraim in the Hebrew?
A party.
Very good, very good. Ephraim is A Ha Ra Yam. Aparayam. All right. Very good, very good. Let's write this out in the Hebrew. Right to left. Pa, Ra, Yum. Aparium. Alright? Now let's write this out in ancient Hebrew. Pa, Ra, Ya, Ma. Pa, Ra, Yum. Aparium. Alright? And aparium in Hebrew is faithful. Faithful. Alright. That's it for a few seconds. Everybody, we still have might not be able to tune in completely. Might be mobile right now. Young man Desmond, so we don't want to forget that brother either. Right? So let this sit up for a few seconds. Ephraim, or the Puerto Ricans, which is Aparium in Hebrew, and we have it spelled out in Assyrian and ancient Hebrew. And in Ephraim, or Aparium, means faithful. Faithful. Alright? Most High in Christ. Alright. Our next tribe. Our next tribe. Let's see. This tribe here is from Cuba. They are the Cubans, or the Cubans. What tribe would I be talking about, Officer Posh?
Dang, I'll pick this.
Come on.
No.
Come on, you had it. You had it earlier.
Simeon? No.
Mm-mm.
Dang.
Go ahead. Yes, yes. Remember you kept wanting Vanessa.
No, I never said that. I never said that. Nelson, no.
Yeah, but Vanessa are the Cubans, or Manasha. 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 Alright? Manasha. Writing this out. Hebrew. Ma. Na. Sha. And we have the ha with it. Manasha. Start it back out again. Ma. Na. Sha. Ha. Ma. Na. Sha. Okay? Very good. And Manasha, tribe of Manasha, Manasseh, in Hebrew means made to forget. Made to forget. Right? So, we have Manashah, or the Cubans. Manasseh. Manashah in Hebrew, spell it out. Ma-na-shah-ha. Ma-na-shah-ha. Manashah means made to forget. Right? Was that incorrect? Our next tribe. We have the tribe of Gad. We have the tribe of Gad, who are the Native American Indians. Or, as some brothers like to call, First Nation or Indigenous. Alright? Cool. So now, the tribe of Gad in English means a troop. A troop. Alright? Now, let's write out the tribe of Gad in Hebrew. Tribe of Gad is actually going to be pronounced obviously Yahweh Yadai. How would Gad be pronounced in Hebrew? And yes, this is a trick. Alright, no sweat. Believe it or not, the tribe of Gad is going to be pronounced God. The tribe of Gad in Hebrew is actually pronounced God. Now, why is that?
Yeah, because the pronunciation has really.
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, because it's the way you say it in Hebrew is different than you say it in English.
Very good, very good. That's right, that's right. Now, looking at these letters, how do we spell the tribe of Gad?
G-A-D.
Okay, we pronounce it, okay, good. In English, we spell it out, G-A-D.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in Hebrew, we spell it out, Ga and Da, right? So we never said A or Ga. We said A and Ga, Da, right? So with that being said, the tribe of Gad in Hebrew is pronounced God. Alright? Notice how it may sound sound kind of funny. But that's how it's pronounced in Hebrew. In Hebrew, it's pronounced God. All right? All right. Very good. So we have the tribe of Gad, or the tribe of God, if you will, in Hebrew, who are the Native American Indians, and that means a troop. Okay? Stands for a troop. All right? Next. Number 10. We have, right there, I didn't write my number last time. We have the tribe of Reuben. Tribe of Reuben. Okay? Now, the tribe of Reuben are the so-called Seminole Indians. The Seminoles. All right? All right. And now, who can pronounce Reuben in Hebrew? No sweat. Reuben in Hebrew is Ra Alban. I believe I spelled that right. That's it. Ra Alban. Okay? Cool. So now let's write this out. We spelled it out in English. Now let's spell it out in Hebrew. Right? Right to left, we have Ra, Ah, Wa, Ba, Na. Right? Reuben is pronounced Ra'alban in Hebrew. Now let's spell it out in Hebrew again. Ra, Ah, Wa, Ba, Na, Ra, Alban. Alright? And Reuben or Alban means a son. A son. Alright? One side across. Number 10. Oh, number 9. Slack. Alright. So I get for Alban was tribe number 9. Now we have tribe number 10. Tribe of Asher. Tribe of Asher. Alright? And so now, who are the tribe of Asher typically known as?
It's Colombian.
Uh-huh. That's right.
Yep, Colombian.
Brazil
Yeah.
to Colombian to Colombia. That is the tribe of Asher. Okay? And now, Asher means happy. Or actually, to truly pronounce it in the Hebrew, it is Ashar. Ashar means happy in the Hebrew. Let's write this out, spell it out. Hold on. I was in the parts. How do we spell in Hebrew Ashar?
Shah Ra.
All right. Very good. Ah. Shah and Ra. Very good. Very good. All right. Now again in ancient Hebrew, Ah, Shah, Ra, Ashar. Ashar. Okay? So the tribe of Asher, or Ashar, or typically the Brazilians to the Colombians, means happy. Happy. Alright? Let me sit for a few more seconds. Go sign Christ. Any questions so far? Good to go?
Right now.
No sweat. Anything on the Facebook, on the YouTube?
No.
No sign Christ. Alright, our next tribe is I'm always want to pronounce it in Hebrew first. Okay. All right. Our next tribe is still out here. Naphtali. Naphtali, or if you will, tribe of Naphtali. All right. Or let's not even hold the suspense. In Hebrew, Naphthalia. Tribe of Naphthalia. All right. And tribe of Naphthalia is typically who?
Argentina.
Yes, Argentina.
Honduras. Yeah.
No,
No.
because Honduras is more in Central America. But you know what? But I know Naphthalia is more Argentina.
Oh, to Chile.
Yes, there we go. To Chile. Honduras is more, if I'm correct, I believe it's more Asher. It's more Asher. Goes up like this, so like Venezuela, you know, Honduras is like Asher, I believe. All right. So, and Naphthalia means my wrestling. My wrestling. Alright, now let's write this out. So the Pash, let's spell this in Hebrew. Naphthalia.
Na, pa, da, la, and ya.
Huh?
Na, pa, da, la, and ya.
Very good, very good. Very good indeed. Good job. Na, pa, da, la, ya. So na, pa, da, ya. Good, good. So Naphtali or Naphtali, Naphthalia in the Hebrew, which sounds much better. From Argentina, so-called Argentinians to Chileans, Argentina to Chile, all right, which means my wrestling, all right. Very good, very good. What? All right. So now, our last tribe would be the tribe of what?
Issachar.
That's right. Issachar. Tribe of Issachar. All right. Typically, Issachar are the who?
They're kind of,
Hmm?
there you go.
That's right. The Mexicans. All right. Very good. And now, Issachar in Hebrew is what?
Yashakar.
Very good. Yashakar. That's right. Yashakar. All right. So now let's spell this out. Oops, lucky. So Yashakar. Let's spell it out. Officer on the Posh. Mm-hmm.
Ya.
Uh-huh. Huh?
Ya. Ya. Sha. Ka. Ra.
Okay. So we got Ya, Sha, Sha.
Oh, yes. Sha. Ka.
No sweat. Ya, Sha, Sha, Ka, Ra. Alright. Or Ya, Yash, Sha, Kar. Good. Yashakar. Very good, very good. And Yashakar in the Hebrew means
He's hired.
he's hired. That's right. he's hired. All right. Most High in Christ. Very good. Very good work. Very good work. All right. Good, good. So, we just went over all the tribes of Israel, their names in English, their names in Hebrew, how to spell them out, where you can locate them, and what their tribe name means. All right? So now, quick question. Austin Apash. Makwar Mashpaka.
That was good, fam.
Huh?
That was good, fam.
Oh, sucks now. Okay. Okay. So now, I just asked Austin Apash a question. I asked him, Ma Quora Mash Paka. I said to him, Ma Quora Mash Paka. And he remembered that means hopefully you can see this in the green. What's up, family? Because Austin Apache is my family. He is my brother. Alright? So Makwa Mashpaka. That's what's up, family. And so now if I ask him again in the Hebrew, Mashpaka, also like it, Makwa Mashpaka, he would answer me in Hebrew, what?
Twelve.
Very good, very good. He would answer Tawab or Anya Tawab. Anya Tawab. Which means I'm Tawab. I'm Tawab. Or I'm good. Alright? So, one more time. Officer Pash. Makawar Mashpaka.
I got 12.
In the building. Here we go. Very good, very good. Something simple. Trying to make Hebrew more familiar for us and more of an everyday language. Alright? Anya Tawab. I'm good. Alright? Or here's for a call and response. Let's see it. I told y'all before we're gonna try to make this a staple in the class. Okay? So if I call and response and I say Austin the Posh, or if I just say Men of Israel, Maya Alahayim, and the response will be
Yah Bashem Yah Shalom.
very good. So if I asked him in Hebrew, who's the power? He's going to respond to me, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is the power in Hebrew, saying Yahweh Bashim Yahshua Alahayim. Very good. So then I ask him, Maya La Renawa. And I'm asking him, who do you fear? And his response in the Hebrew,
Abba Arnau.
all right, Ha'aba La Ranawa. Good, good. The Father we fear. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, so then we say, Maya Malakum. Maya Malakum. Okay? And that is?
Yahusha.
Very good. Who is your king in Hebrew? Matter of fact, let me write this up because I do have a young man on the board with me. Very good. So, questions. Maya Alahayim. I gotta write this so we can see the difference. That's all right. How about Hashem? How about Hashem? Yeah, how about Shai? That's right. Yeah, Alahayim. How about Hashem Shai? Alahayim. This is it here. Who's the power? All right. Very good. And I asked, Maya Laranawa. All right. Maya Laranawa is the response. Abba. Laranawa. That is who do we fear? All right. Very good. And we said, Maya Malakum. And that is who's your king? Of course, that answer is. Just let me write this up so I don't have to keep bending over. Yahweh Shai. The same for both Hebrew and in English. Then, Hamshon Pash. Ma Shamkam.
Yahusha.
Very good. come. What's your name? Very good, very good. Of course, the answer is Yashala or Israel in the English. All right. So like it for that, at least lay the board down. The brothers and sisters can read it, just in case. All right. Very good, very good. So, tonight we went over, of course, we went over alphabet, we went over the 12 tribes, who they are, how to pronounce them in the Hebrew, and where you can locate them, and what their name means. Then we went over questions, call and response, who's the power, who do we fear, who's your king, what's your name, and also we went over on how to greet somebody. Whether you want to say, you want to greet them by saying, Yahweh Shem Yashar Barakatah, Yahweh Shem Alatah Bashim Yashar to a sister, or if you just want to say what's up to everybody, Ma Kawa Mashpaka. What's up, family? Right? Most High in Christ. Like we said, just going over the fundamentals, making sure we have our pronunciations down correctly, trying to make this an everyday language for us. You understand? Under Commander Junior Yahanna, start out at 1 West, 125th Street, Hall, New York, since 1969. All right? We thank y'all for tuning in. The water for that, Salakia for the delay. Again, due to technical difficulties and slaveries, the oppressor is the devil, the Bible speaks of. All right? And with that, we'll pass the class off to Preaching Officer Napash Kaya.
These are I.S.U.P.K's career announcements. We're at I.S.U.P.K started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to the school, there are limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves of the world. If they need transportation and treat you, rearrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. Ma'ashra, that means 10 in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny or any increase the Lord gives you, give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free or offer for priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give, the next holy convocation is going to be the memorial of the blowing of the trumpets. It's going to be September 25th, Sunday, sundown. I'll walk in to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pant, headband, or scarf. And to Google this address every time you head to the school, that is 3353 Glenwood Road. And you type in Israelite School, University Practical Knowledge. It's going to be at 3353 Glenwood Road, Decatur, Georgia. And that, Ben Israel, Amitum. Give one curse salute to the teacher. Ben Israel, Amitum Sabat. Amitum, Rock. Yahweh Shem Yashar Barakatah.
Yahweh Shem Yashar Barakatah.
Well, I said to you in Lashawan Qadash, may the Most High bless you in the name of Christ. Yahweh, and we'll give one curse salute to the sister online. In Israel, Amitum Sabat. Amitum, Rock. Yahweh Shema El Thamba Shem Yashar. Well, I just said in the Lashawan Qadash, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Yat Yam the top, mean hands down, class is missed.